let's move on to this weekend. So last night there was the card over in America. We'll start there. William Zepeda, I guess he kind of just battered Maxi Hughes. Bit of a relentless one. I've not seen it. I've not seen any highlights. I've just seen what I've seen on social media. Alex, give us the lowdown. What happened and what next for Zepeda? People are getting excited for him.
Yeah, no, I think definitely that was a beatdown. I got to give it to Maxi. That first round, he definitely won. That jab was pumping out. He was standing his ground. Zepeda was keeping his hands in his pocket a little bit. He was, Maxi was accurate. It was a great first round. One round don't win the fight. Once Zepeda said it was my turn, I think I've mentioned this before. It's like playing 21 one-on-one basketball. Make it take it. Once Zepeda got the block, he never gave it back. Beat Maxi down. Maxi Hughes is a terrific fighter, I think. Very smart, very cagey. But it was just a bad style matchup. If you're going to stand there in front of William Zepeda, he's going to let off 80 punches or more. And, if you aren't conditioned, if you can't give him something to think about, he's going to let it go and he's going to land a lot. So shout out Zepeda. He did what was expected. He's probably not going to get a lot of credit because if you look at Maxi Hughes' record, it's not the most shiniest. It's not a guy with knockouts, not a guy with titles. But it was on his path to becoming champion, and he's there. He's number one, I believe, now in 3 sanctioning bodies: WBC. This was a WBA and IBF double eliminator. So IBF, Lomachenko versus Kambosos, they're top rank. And then WBA is Gervonta Tank Davis. He's on the PBC. And WBC is top rank. Business, baby. What will happen? Unclear. If you ask me personally, I think they're going to keep him busy, probably have him do a quick turnaround until some, pieces get, positioned more. So I would expect Zepeda to get a quick, turnaround, 3-4 months. Personally, also the matchup I'd like to see, of course, is Shakur Stevenson. That style will be interesting with Shakur's defense. We're going to see how good Zepeda really is because we just really seen, this guy, he's basically kind of like a buzzsaw, a dude out there, like the pace. The pace is insane. You just don't see that. And he's been fighting southpaws like crazy. I mean, back to back to back to back. That's something you don't really see either. So there's some type of belief. They're obviously, working on southpaws for a reason. Is it Shakur? Probably not. They say it. Sure, it's easy to say. I can tell you, that I've killed 1,000 men in my life, and I, did this and did that. It doesn't make it true, right? We got to, they've had an opportunity to face him before. For an eliminator, and they chose not to. They told him, because it's going to be worth more. Well, yeah, you're right. It is going to be worth more for that loss. Yeah, I got Shakur beating Zepeda most definitely. But I think really they're going to try to see if they can force their way for the Kambosos Lomachenko winner. Lomachenko is aging. He's definitely towards the back end. Kambosos, obviously stylistically, doesn't have the movement, the footwork to keep Zepeda out of him. So that's their best chance to win a title and then try to see what they can do from there. But yeah, they keep saying Shakur. So let's see if it really is Shakur.
Man, that'd be good. I know a lot of people would like that. I keep screaming about the lightweight, super lightweight divisions. So many fights can be made there. I mean, you got Davis, Gervonta Davis, Stevenson, Lomachenko, Frank Martin's there, William Zepeda, Keyshawn Davis coming up, Raymond Muratalla, he's good. And then that's just the lightweights. In super lightweights, you got Haney, Teofimo, Subras Matias as well. He's right up there. Arnold Barbosa Jr., another one. All of these, really exciting fighters. Lots of matches to be made, but as you just mentioned, with the business of the boxing business and the politics and everything, we're pretty limited on what fights are realistic to actually be able to get made. Josh, do you want to have a couple of words on your thoughts of Zepeda?
Yeah, so exciting fighter, and I thought it showed in this fight. I subscribe to the thought that Shakur Stevenson would be able to beat him, but that being said, he'd make it tough. At least he'd give an effort to make it tough. He would give full effort and he'd throw a ton of punches, but I just think getting to Shakur would be a tough proposition. Aside from that, man, sign me up for William Zepeda anytime he's fighting because he's someone I want to see. And for guys like him, or at least given his fighting style, he may not wow you with the finesse and all of that, but I think we've seen comparables in the past who have that fighting style where they apply that much pressure, and those guys are going to be good as long as they're in their prime. Man, they're just tough outings to deal with in general. So I want to see more of Zepeda. I want to see him test himself, and I have no doubt that he'd be down to get in there with the top guys. And hopefully we get some of that to happen because 135 just seems to always have a lot of good, solid competition, but we may get one-offs, two-offs in terms of that competition actually facing off with each other. And that's been kind of one of the bummers related to 135 heroes for the last number of years, is just that there are some fights we have missed out on where guys ultimately had to move up due to weight issues, things of that nature. But hopefully we can see Zepeda get in there with someone. I was chatting with Rodolfo Flat Boxing here yesterday. As a matter of fact, we were looking at potential scenarios, and like Alex mentioned there, yeah, it's hard to say who'll end up fighting next. One fight that we all agreed that we'd be cool with seeing, I don't know how doable it is, but supposedly Emmanuel Navarrete is going to be moving up to 130. Could you imagine 135? So could you imagine Navarrete versus Zepeda? That seems like that would be something that is fan friendly, exciting, and has the makings of a memorable type of fight. So I'd definitely be down for that. But with him moving up in weight, of course, no belt will be available. So I understand the dynamic in that sense as well. So hopefully we get something. Hopefully we get something special or something big for Zepeda here in the coming year, because I definitely want to see more of him.